Hello everyone, myself Dhruv Agrawal, member of Group 4. Today I will be showing our Studio 3 project, Studio 3 work that is on integrated construction practices. This studio focuses on the integrated project delivery with the use of BIM and Lean tools. The, fo- in this studio, we have covered different deliverables like BIM execution plan, large planner system, site layout analysis, design modeling, 4D 5D simulation, clash detection, lean BIM metrics, and traditional approach versus IPD approach. Few of the topics we will be discussing further. So, starting with the project introduction, our project is a high-end luxury apartment with 4 basements, 2 common floors for amenities, and other 11 residential floors, which includes 4 numbers of 3 BHK apartments on each floor. The amenities on 2 floors includes movie theater, spa rooms, gyms, swimming pool, etc. So the total built-up area for the project is 28,000 square meter and the total project cost is around approximately 100 plus crores. Next, we have shown the project delivery approach. Here we have explained the existing project delivery approach. Currently on our site, the conventional approach is followed where principal architect is playing the main role of project coordinator. In this process, the drawings are transferred multiple times from one consultant to the other and after finalization, they are shared with the BIM consultant for clash detection and resolution. So after understanding the flaws in the existing process, we have proposed the BIM approach in which our suggestion was to involve the BIM consultant at a very early stage, that is in the beginning of design phase, where they would be responsible for the project coordination among the consultants and make them follow a collaborative approach to have better design coordination and quick decision making. Increasing the scope of BIM consultant from class detection to 4D and 5D simulation to track the actual site progress and have better visualization will result in better results for the project. Next is structural modeling. Here we have shown the structural design phase process flow map which was followed in the studio. Here I have played the role of structural consultant for preparation of structural model for our project. In starting, we have started with LOD 300 model as per the scope defined before and submitted the model to the BIM coordinator for model integration and clash detection. After resolving all the clashes, further LOD 400 model was prepared and then quantity takeoff exercise was done and finally the completed model is given to the contractor for the 4D and 5D simulation. So the main constraint faced in this process were related to lack of understanding in drawings and lack of software knowledge. To overcome that, we have conducted many brainstorming sessions with the project stakeholders and what like gone through the tutorials for the same. Mainly this exercise helped us in understanding the various elements and linkages between them in the model. Also helped in visualizing the project and identifying the critical elements in the project. Next is large planner system. LPS is a collaborative commitment based planning approach which works on pool planning system. For our studio, we implemented the LPS in design phase as well as on construction phase. And to do so, we have used Excel and Visily to prepare the weekly commitment schedules. We conducted virtual big room meetings to discuss the weekly plans and track the activities on daily basis to discuss the activities status and constraints faced during the work execution. Based on that, we calculated the weekly PPC of each stakeholder which is shown in the table below. For the first 4 weeks, the tracking was done in Excel, then we shifted to Visily. Here we have shown the graphical representation of weekly PPC and individual stakeholders PPC. In starting, as we can see that the PPC for the first 2 weeks was more than 90% because less number of activities were scheduled. As the week progressed, the PPC suffered a lot and various reasons for delay were identified, which were faced by individual stakeholders. The major delays were observed in MEBA consultant because of the incomplete drawings and scope change. In overall, the major drops in PPC was seen in week 3 and week 6, which was due to faulty drawings, drawings not issued on time, and preceding activities. Below graph shows all the reasons for variance identified in 9 weeks of design process, and the highest among them all is the design issue, which is related to scope change or incorrect drawings, for which we did review meetings with the architect consultant so that if there are any changes in the model, it could be implemented without affecting the further activities. The major reason was that the drawings were not issued on time, which usually leads to delay in planned activities and succeeding activities. Tackling the issue well in advance helped in improving the weekly PPC of individual stakeholders. Next is value engineering. Value engineering is a systematic method to improve the value of a product or service that the project produces. For this exercise, we explained the benefits of value engineering and CBA to our client, and our client suggested us to consider flooring for the apartment area with the alternatives as mentioned like Italian marble, granite and vitrified tiles. Further, we discussed the factors and the parameters to be considered for the analysis, and based on that, as per the table shows, we got to know that granite was scoring the highest importance of advantage among all. So further for both the materials, that is for granite and Italian marble, we did the cost comparison, and we calculated the cost by inputting the material cost in Revit, by inputting the market rates. From that, the Italian marble was cheaper, and further we did the value analysis. In value analysis, we took both the parameters, factors as well as the cost, and analyzed that. And based on that, we got the Italian marbles would result in saving of around 17 lakh and 68,000 for each floor. This would led us to the conclusion that Italian marble would be the better choice for our project. Next is clash detection. So for this, we identified clashes between structural and firefighting model, also architectural versus firefighting model. The type of clashes are shown in the images. One of the major relevant clash was identified in architectural firefighting model, in which fire hose pipe was going through staircase landing slab. The on-site observation actually was noticed, and the reason was this, that type of clash occurs in architectural drawing was not given in the drawings, and in that area while cut out is there in the firefighting drawing. This shows the lack of collaboration between all the stakeholders and quality checks. So the key learning are the adoption of clash detection and resolution process helps in elimination of iterations and field conflicts which may arise during the execution phase of the project. So next is 5D simulation. The main benefits of 5D simulation is to have a detailed quantity takeoff, accurate cost estimates, real-time cost changes as per design modification, and many more. For this particular studio, we selected concrete as the material, and the process followed for the 5D simulation is explained further. Firstly, we calculated the volume of concrete from our structural 3D model in Synchro. Further, we manually added the per meter cube rates to each task. Then, budgeted direct cost is calculated by volume and rates. Further, actual cost of each activity was collected from the site and added in Synchro. From this, finally we prepared the EVA graph for the same. Here we have shown the key learnings based on the deliverables which we have conducted, which I have already explained before, and below are some of the site photographs. Thank you.